That's it. Okay, this is it. Yeah, there's a park across the street. Okay. Anywhere in the lot. I don't know where the lot is exactly. I guess that's parking for the park.
Arriving at MSM of the Arkansas Grand Prairie.
This morning we left Fern Cliff State Park, and it took us actually 5 hours to get here. It was almost 300 miles, so it was a bit of a journey, so we're a little pooped. But we are excited to check out this museum. It looks pretty cool.
Anywhere out here, she said.
Yeah, it's wherever.
Way at the end.
The Museum of the Arkansas Grand Prairie is a memorial to prairie pioneers with over 10,000 artifacts. The winner of many awards for leadership in the field of conservation, this unique museum depicts the history of horticulture and the pioneers who farmed Grand Prairie of eastern Arkansas from the 1800s to 1921. Now I'm reading this off their website. It's just an awesome place. All kinds of things to see. Just amazing. This is also our harvest toast for the night. So we get to do something fun and hopefully get a good night's sleep. You know what I mean. They started off with all kinds of hand tools that you use. And they have all kinds of woodworking tools because they made like everything themselves. It wasn't like you could have something shipped overnight. No Amazon back then. Harness repair stand. And then they had saddles and bridles and all kinds of things. Oh, it's a side saddle. And that's what this is. This is where the leg goes. Does it say? Yes. Oh no, saddle stand. That's just for this. Oh, here's another riding side saddle. It's missing a piece. I can't even imagine riding side saddle. The Arkansas Bicentennial Wagon. This is an exact reproduction of an early Conestoga covered wagon. It was given to this museum after being used for the 1976 American Bicentennial Trek across the United States. Oh, look at the huge bellows underneath it. That's cool. And we have blacksmith tools here, because I guess they had to make their own horseshoes and everything else. Anything metal, you do it yourself. Pull top columbine. All restored. Really pretty. A gas engine. Kerosene engine or hand truck. Look at all the different lanterns. Oh my god. I know people collect these things nowadays. And look at all the tractors. Oh, wow. And somebody restored all these. Pretty awesome. They have exhibits on everything, even planes. Look at all the plows they have. They have a whole exhibit on planes and crop dusters, which was big because they had the problem with the boll weevils. We have more tractors. All kinds. I think these are all steam engines. But I could be wrong. It's not really my forte. But they're fascinating to look at. Yeah, this is Avery Tractor. Okay. Beautifully restored. Really cool. It's this thing. It's a horse-drawn binder. Last patent date was 1907. Be old. I think this thing makes hay bales. It looks familiar, though more rustic than the one our owner at the ranch has. Crop dusting for the advent of the plane. On the back of a horse or a mule. Here's a replica of the church. The Holy Rosary Catholic Church. And look at this dollhouse. Cool. Exhibit funded by Rice Land Foods Inc. It explains why we saw so many rice fields. I didn't even know we grew rice. It's the largest crop in the United States in Arkansas. Wow, go figure. It's a sheller. After the rice is clean, rice is then put through a sheller. Rice sifting device. Separating whole grains from broken pieces. Cool. It's a star pea sheller. Huller. Fan male early seed cleaner and clipper.
I can't pump that.
Hmm?
You can pump the vacuum.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. Now, what I want to know is, do you have to pump it to get it to suck? I don't know. How does that work? That sounds obscene. We got a loom. And spin yarn. What's this thing? Oh, this is a hand-operated cotton gin. Writers. A check writer. And a typewriter back there. Look at that gasoline pump, isn't that pretty? Somebody restored that nicely.
Tap the rich agricultural resources of Arkansas County. Once rice became the region's leading product, more capacity was needed. Stuttgart had railroad.
This is their post office?
Directions. By the 1930s, the Cotton Belt offered fast freight service between St. Louis and Memphis and Texas, which greatly increased the viability of businesses.
Look at this jail cell. Can you imagine being stuck in there? Oh, yikes. Whew. No, thank you.
Produced on the Grand Prairie have been shipped out of Stuttgart to be distributed. Ranch is listed as dealer in farm tools and rice lands. Philip Ridge has a full-page ad in the 1908 City Directory with the portrait. Driving Park was a quarter-mile horse racetrack for trotters and pacers and site of the Stuttgart Fairgrounds. Vertical photography, also located at 405 South Main from 1900 to 1913, as well as Burkle Art Studio was over the St. Louis store in 1908. Gary Ellsworth Downing established his studio, a photographer on this route.
A whole store on photography. And look at all the different cameras. Stereotypes, tintypes, all sorts of interesting things. And now we're heading towards the other area. I do love this wagon though. This is pretty cool. We got a dollhouse here. Look at this. Isn't this amazing? And then we have the whole exhibit on Sears catalog. And they've got some musical instruments here. And we got organ, all kinds of violins and stuff. I had no idea they even had music then. That's a camera. How cool is that? They have a whole entire exhibit called the Waterfowl Wing. It turns out this town, Stuttgart, is known as the duck and rice capital of the world. The city is an international destination for waterfowl hunting along the Mississippi Flyway. Look at all these decoys. Stuttgart Army Airfield is a former World War II military airfield. Look at all these horse-drawn carriages. And 1922 Model T Ford truck. Cool. This exhibit includes farm machinery from the days after the Reverend Adam Burkle brought his family and friends to the area. He and his wife, Barbara von Roth, were married, completed college, and had their first of 15 children in their native home of Stuttgart, Germany, before immigrating to Lancaster, Pennsylvania. They brought a group of settlers to the Arkansas Grand Prairie in 1878. There's a whole bunch of antique cars. Beautifully restored. Yeah, simpler time. Hat marks on the side. It almost looks like it has a rumble seat, but I can't tell. Oldsmobile, 1901. Looking at this car, you can see why they called it a horseless carriage. It really did look like a carriage. It's a hay baler. Not like today's machines. What's this thing? This is a buck rake. Picture was taken in 1944. I get that. Look at that. Horse-drawn carriage. It's a Surrey with the fringe on top. Let's get a picture of that. You have a printing press and California job cases. That's some really old ones. Yes. Cool. And then over here, I have an old fire truck. Very cool. And Mike went out this door. But I couldn't get the door open, so I had to run around the other way. And this is the Prairie School. Let's check it out. Yeah, the single desk.
We had the same desk when I was in fourth grade.
Oh, really? You're kidding?
No,
Oh, wow.
I had like that desk. See that desk?
Yeah, like the little one?
Then we had ones that these lifted up, and then you put your books in there.
Oh, we had a new version. I remember the desk lifting
But it
up.
was the same one. It was back to back to back.
Oh, wow, really?
That's it. That's how long they kept those desks for. Growing up, so.
Pretty little church. The Prairie Church is a duplicate of the first Emmanuel Lutheran Church that Reverend Burkle started. It's a 2/3 to scale replica of the original. The first church was completed in 1886 after 18 years of services being held in his home.
The pews, offering plate, linens, and paraments, baptismal fonts, and organ are all from the original church. The Emmanuel Evangelical Lutheran Church at Stuttgart was organized and founded on October 6, 1879 by the Reverend George Adam Burkle of the Ohio Synod. As the finishing touches were made to the church, services were conducted in a home of Reverend Martin Burkle, Adam Burkle.
This is a typical Prairie house. Let's check it out. Okay. This is pretty small. That bed's in the front room.
There's an upstairs to this.
Does it really? Wow. It's tiny. A little pot-bellied stove. This is like the kitchen. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at this stove. And a table. I guess a day bed. Handmade quilt. A little ice box.
No, we've got so much milk.
Oh really?
My attic, the cabinets smell just like this.
Oh really? Kind of a musty, kind of a woody smell?
I don't know what kind of smell it is, but it was just like that.
Oh wow.
Eventually, my father converted it into bedrooms. The smell went away, but I remember that smell.
Oh yeah, definitely an attic. Definitely warm up here. Yeah. I'd say the kids slept up here. Mike must have found one of those audio buttons because I hear something playing downstairs.
Well, this building is a replica. All of the items inside are actual antiques. The front room was an all-purpose room. It served as a parlor, a bedroom, a dressing room for the parents and the youngest baby. Many of the items belonged to the Burkle family, such as the Schiffer robe. The wreath above the bed is called a mourning wreath, made from the Burkle women's hair. This is an example of Victorian hairworks and is no longer well known. This was once, however, a common way for people to honor their loved ones who had passed on. You may have noticed there's no fireplace. By the 1880s, iron stoves were found to be far more efficient and had replaced the homesteader's open hearth. Behind the stove is a soapstone hanging. It was warm and would be put into the bed on those cold nights. On the wall, you can see a zither. A zither is a musical instrument of German origin. And get this, the mattress is held in place by a rope grid.
Oh yeah, you can see the rope grid right over here.
There's your box spring.
Nope. Well, I don't know. It's got a door on it. So I'm thinking they heated something up here. Not sure what. And not sure what this guy is. There's some pretty shots of the buildings from the side. The trees aren't in the way. And there's our rig. There's the museum. And all these cool little buildings. There's a little park across the street. And the dirty car. There it is. It's huge. There's tons of stuff to see. Pork. And there's our Desi. And it looks like he's playing with the herbs in the sink. And Lucy is after a bottle cap. Anything's a toy. Everything's a toy. Little munchkins. They recovered pretty quick today. And there's our Rudy hanging out on the floor. King of the rig. We had a nice quiet night there. Very relaxing.
This ain't going anywhere now. Okay. Alright, here we go.
We are off to Jefferson Ridge on Dirks Lake in Arkansas. It's supposed to be 183 miles away. Takes us about 3.5 hours to get there. And a lot of it's going to be back road driving, so this should be interesting. So we're going to be spending 4 days there, so we're looking forward to staying in one spot for a while.
Yep, we're looking at a car.
And cleaning the dew off our windshield. Come with us to our next destination. If you like this video, please give us a like and subscribe. See you out there. Have a great day.